All right, next email comes from Moist Gnome.
Ooh.
Why is the gnome moist?
I just like regular gnomes.
That's
Yeah.
not the question to ask.
Dry, crackly gnome.
Boy
Leave
gnome
them
and
out
a
in
girl
your yard
gnome get
overnight.
together.
Yeah. He says, "What up, Damon and company?"
Oh, look who got left off the guest list this time.
And
Little
son of a
JD.
I just wanted to start by saying I'm a relatively new listener, but I absolutely love everything about the show.
Nice.
I look forward to it every week. You guys rock.
Aw.
So my question has something to do with the topic I think was posed a few weeks ago about the overwhelming amount of AAA games in the wild and their frightening amount of content.
Frightening.
Yeah, we
were
were
just
just
talking
talking
about
about that. That was a
We were
real
just
good
talking about
segue.
Good segue. What's his name?
Moist Gnome.
Moist Gnomes has great segues every week.
It's got a lot
Now,
of great things.
I've been a gamer since my Sega Genesis back in '93.
Sega.
Since then, I've always tried to play through as many of the major titles as possible.
Solid.
However, with this console generation, I feel like there just isn't enough time or money to play all these amazing games. Sometimes it's hard not to feel like you're missing out. Then on the other side of things, I have a ton of great games that I've acquired throughout the years, and more often than not, I come home, look at all my great games, and think, damn, I have nothing to play. Lately, I feel that looking through my games collection has become more like looking through the fridge when you're bored. So basically, I guess you could say I am overwhelmed with the amount of choices I have with all these amazing games to the point where I just end up watching Netflix.
Nice.
Am I weird for feeling this way, or do
No.
you think a lot of gamers go through this and it will pass? Thanks for taking the time to read my ramble.
I've had the same fear.
Yeah?
I'm like, why am I not playing games right now? And then I do a little audit on my week. I'm like, oh yeah, I played DS for a long time on the train and this and this. And then all of a sudden, like, I don't see my wife for 2 weeks as I play Metal Gear Solid. You know? And that happens. Like, I have these moments of doubt, but then sometimes a game has to come out that really, really matches what you want to play it.
Yeah, and it has to like come around at the right time.
Yeah.
Like everyone's not always in the mood for a giant 100-hour game, but maybe
Right.
if it hits in that right time where a significant other's out of town, or you were on vacation, or the weather's crappy outside.
Totally.
No, it's
Yeah.
totally like mint chocolate chip ice cream is delicious, but I don't want to eat it 5 days in a row. And there's nothing wrong with a video game being like, I said on GameScoop a couple weeks ago that I think a lot of games are too big. I think Metal Gear is great, but if you play it for a while and don't want to play it anymore, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the game or there's anything wrong with you.
Yeah.
It's just like you had your fill. Like, that's it. And
Totally.
you can go back to
It's
it
a
someday.
great feeling when you do find that game. You're like, I'm going to do 100% of everything
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
this game.
If a game
I
hits
love
it like
that.
the right moment, like scratches the just right itch, where you're like, all right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Yeah.
And it'll happen again. Why
Yeah,
not?
I also, I get sort of that same feeling if I like load up Netflix without knowing what I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
It's just like I'll spend an hour like browsing through stuff. Not anymore though, because Marvel's Jessica Jones. Go watch that because it's the greatest thing Marvel's ever done, and it's better than any video game ever.
What about the
Better than
X-Men
any
cartoon?
video game ever.
It's the greatest art ever. what did I say that about? We did a video recently. I said something was the great. Oh, Lost. I said Lost is the greatest art ever.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Jessica Jones is the second greatest art ever, and then it's Picasso,
And then Shakespeare. Sorry, Bill.
and then Journey.
Anyway, Moist Gnome. No, I don't think you're weird.
Journey
I
the
think,
band, right?
Yeah.
I think
I also
this also is
Don't
a
stop
part of
believing, Marty.
growing up.
Yeah,
Right? When you get
totally.
older, you just don't have as much time to game,
Yeah.
and
But
you have other responsibilities, things
Yeah.
pulling you in different directions.
that specific feeling of I have all these great games, but I feel like I have nothing to play. I'm like, yeah, they're great, but like you can't like I'm not just gonna jump in and like get some enjoyment out of Mass Effect 3. Like I do have to start the game over, or like it's weird to fire up something that's like really narrative driven like that. Like
Yeah.
I've been away from Metal Gear long enough now that like I feel like it'd be hard for me to pick it back up.
Yeah,
Like
that's definitely a thing. It's hard. It can be hard. That's a problem that needs to be solved. A way to get you back into a game you've been away from for months.
smart
like-
JRPGs are the really good ones. Have like journal systems that like catch you up.
Or
on
like
what's
previously
happening.
on. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
what-
Like
have to,
Alan Wake.
I have to like go in and like look at the controls and the
Yep.
menus.
Yeah.
Like,
The moment-
how do I dash again?
That's always the bad thing because there's so many. I'm playing like so many different
Yep.
third-person games right now.
man.
We need
And,
a
like, some of them I can-
standardized control
Some of them
system.
I can
Yeah.
jump in. Some of them I can't.
That's super
When the
true. though,
reload
like,
button's on the
Yeah.
other side? Or
Yeah.
what?
like shooters totally have like there's a shooter template now for how shooter controls work, but like there's not in like third person action or anything like
yeah,
that.
I mean, Assassin's Creed feels so different than Witcher, than Metal Gear, than
Yep.
Tomb Raider.
Was it Shadow of Mordor that was like hold R2 to
God.
crouch and
Yeah.
stealth? Like what?
Yeah.
So, and I went from
Shadow
The
of
Witcher
Mordor was the worst.
right
in that regard.
to Metal Gear, and the
I know
button,
exactly what you're gonna say.
The button to hop on your horse in Witcher is the button to dive in Metal
Yeah.
Gear, and if you do that next to your horse, you knock your horse down on the ground and hurt it.
It's also like a
He's
hilarious
just like,
like
running up to you. I'm gonna hop my horse. Bam! And you just push him over.
it's like a crazy
tackle your
baseball
horse.
slide too. It's not like a light
Yeah.
dive. Like he goes all out.
It's a horse tackle.
Yeah. I did that exact same thing because I went back to back on those two games.
Moist Gnome has a PS postscript.
It's dumb.
It says, I'm finally playing through Xenoblade on 3DS, and I cannot believe this amazing game did not get more praise and attention when it was on the Wii U.
Regular Wii.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Wii.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was one of those games that came kind of late in the console cycle. That was
Is
that
this the game that's
Operation
coming to Wii U, though? Or is this
No,
a different game?
Xenoblade.
It's a sequel.
The one
Yeah,
that's out now
Xenoblade
is called Chronicles X. It's
Chronicles-
the sequel.
And that's
Yeah.
the
Not
sequel.
out yet. It's coming
Yeah,
soon.
and that's coming out in a week or two, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're sitting next to
Jose.
I don't know. Can we say this?
Yeah, we could probably say
All
it.
right. Jose's been playing it.
For review? I don't know.
Is he
Yeah.
enjoying it? Does it look cool?
Yeah, it looks cool. It's huge. It's really
Guys are
pretty.
complaining that there's not enough mechs.
There's not enough mechs. Time to mech is very
Well,
long.
let
More
me just
tech
state
specs.
first of all, that game has been out in Japan for a while, and we had the Japanese copy, and so we've seen many, many hours of
Yeah.
it.
Ooh,
So we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
And the remarkable thing about that game, watch any videos in it, is the scale.
Mm-hmm.
Your party is so small on these giant alien landscapes, and it just doesn't look like any other game. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
In a-
Whether there's like, there'll be a huge arch in the sky, and you can go up there, which is really exciting. And then the monsters you fight are all. They're just giant
giant
versions
monsters.
of monsters. It's really
I feel like that poor Xenoblade franchise, like it came out a little bit too late on the Wii to really, break through to a wider audience, and now the
Yeah.
Wii U version's coming out.
Well, and it's just
well,
tough because this has been like the year of the giant open world game, and
Yeah.
they're the very last one to release.
This would have been a good, tiding us over in the summer.
Yeah, if this was before Metal Gear. Yeah.
Neat game though.